facing adversity, want to understand the depths of human endurance. Learn from Jeremy Renner's near-death experience and recovery from a terrible snowplow accident. Imagine getting run over by a 14,000-pound snowplow and living to tell the tale. That's what happened to actor Jeremy Renner of Avenger fame. My Next Breath, a memoir, is a gripping, emotionally raw, and inspiring debut memoir by two-time Academy Award-nominated actor Jeremy Renner. The book centers on his near-fatal accident on January 1, 2023, when he was crushed by a 14,000-pound, Pissambly snowplow, often referred to as a Sno-Cat, at his home near Mount Rose Highway in Reno, Nevada. Beyond recounting the traumatic event, the memoir explores Renner's grueling physical and psychological recovery, his reflections on life, death, and resilience, and the profound lessons he learned about inner strength, endurance, hope, and the human spirit's capacity to overcome unimaginable adversity. Written with visceral detail and narrated by Renner himself in the audiobook version, the book serves as both a personal catharsis and a universal call to action, forging a deep connection with readers through its honesty and vulnerability. Accident. The memoir opens with a harrowing account of the New Year's Day 2023 accident that nearly claimed Renner's life, while attempting to save his 27-year-old nephew, Alex, from being hit by the runaway snowplow. Renner was pulled under its tracks and crushed. The accident resulted in catastrophic injuries, over 38 broken bones, including 6 ribs broken in 14 places, a collapsed lung, blunt chest trauma, a fractured jaw, and severe head injuries that caused his left eye to be displaced, allowing him to see it with his right eye. He lost several liters of blood, and his heart rate dropped to a critical 18 beats per minute, a level at which, as Renner notes, you're basically dead. For over 30 minutes he lay on the freezing ice, fighting to stay conscious and keep breathing, aided by neighbors Barb and Rich, who urged him to stay alert. Barb later recounted that Renner's skin turned a gray-green color, and she believed he died for a few seconds before paramedics arrived. Renner himself is convinced he briefly died, describing a mystical experience of electric, two-way vision and a constantly connected, beautiful, and fantastic energy with no sense of time or space, which profoundly shaped his perspective on life and death. The recovery journey. After being airlifted to renowned regional medical center and later transferred to Cedars-Sinai in Los Angeles, Renner underwent multiple surgeries, received 2 blood transfusions, and spent 12 days in the ICU. His injuries were so severe that paramedics initially doubted he would survive. The memoir details the excruciating pain he endured, likened to being struck by lightning, drowning, and on fire all at once, and the months of painful rehabilitation that followed. Renner admits to being a terrible patient, pushing himself relentlessly, which he credits for his astonishingly rapid recovery. By January 13, 2023, he was discharged from the hospital and has not spent a night in one since. His recovery involved innovative treatments like hyperbaric oxygen therapy, which he continued for 20 months, and a fierce determination to reclaim his life. Despite permanent physical changes, half his face and much of his back are now metal, and his teeth remain misaligned. Reviews his recovery as a lifelong journey that has made him healthier and more purposeful. Emotional and psychological reflections. Next Breath is not just a physical recounting but a deeply introspective exploration of the psychological and emotional toll of surviving such trauma. Renner reflects on the fear, guilt, and helplessness felt by his family, particularly his daughter Ava, who was 9 at the time. Ava's essay, included in the audiobook and read by her, describes her pride in seeing her father drive to pick her up post-accident, highlighting her role as his fuel for recovery. Renner gave Ava tasks to make her feel empowered, such as being his arms and legs, reinforcing their bond. He also shares how his mother, Valerie, read Stephen King's fairy tale to him in the hospital to comfort him, and how his nephew Alex, who witnessed the accident, has grappled with its trauma. Renner's writing captures the interplay between vulnerability and strength, despair and hope, and redemption and renewal, emphasizing that his survival was driven by love for his family and community. Life lessons and philosophical insights. Memoir transcends the accident to offer a toolkit for life after trauma, as Renner describes it. He shares profound insights gained from his brush with death, including a simplified approach to life that prioritizes love, family, and meaningful purpose over white noise. He writes, "Dying is easy, it's living that's hard," and emphasizes that his experience taught him that love lasts and wins beyond the physical realm. Renner's mystical experience of death, described as an exhilarating yet tranquil connection to universal energy, convinced him that death is nothing to fear, which has given him a fearless approach to living. He now focuses his energy on what truly matters: his daughter, his renovations foundation which supports foster children and underprivileged youth, and projects that inspire and empower others. The book is a testament to the human spirit's resilience, urging readers to find joy, peace, and purpose even after unimaginable hardship. Narrative style and audiobook experience. Renner's prose is raw, honest, and conversational, reflecting his personality with a mix of street language, humor, and emotional depth. While some readers found the masculine, bootstrap stuff tone less relatable, others praised its authenticity and accessibility, describing it as easy to follow and fun despite the heavy subject matter. The audiobook, narrated by Renner, is particularly immersive, enhanced by his audible emotion, occasional pauses, and the inclusion of actual 911 call audio from the accident, which adds a chilling realism. The audiobook also features Ava's essay and perspectives from family and friends, enriching the narrative. Reviewers note that Renner's voice conveys the full range of his experience, from pain to triumph, making the audiobook a standout medium for this story. Broader context and Renner's memoir also touches on his life before the accident, briefly recounting his career as a dynamic actor known for roles in The Hurt Locker, earning a Best Actor Oscar nomination, the Town Best Supporting Actor nomination, American Hustle, The Bourne Legacy, and as Hawkeye in 7 Marvel films. His philanthropy through the Renovations Foundation, which repurposes vehicles for community needs and supports foster children, underscores his commitment to giving back, a theme amplified in the book. The memoir has been praised as a powerful reflection on resilience and a deeply personal exploration of hope, resonating with readers for its universal themes of survival and transformation. It became an instant New York Times bestseller, reflecting its widespread appeal. Renner's promotional tours, including events in New York and Pittsburgh, and appearances on CBS Mornings and The Tonight Show, further amplified its impact. Conclusion. My Next Breath. A memoir is a visceral, transformative account of Jeremy Renner's survival and recovery from a near-fatal snowplow accident, blending graphic details with profound reflections on life, death, and resilience. Through his raw narrative, Renner offers readers a cheat code for navigating trauma, emphasizing love, purpose, and the power of the human spirit. The memoir is both a personal catharsis for Renner and a universal inspiration, making it a compelling read for anyone facing calamity or seeking to understand the depths of human endurance. More on Renner's near-death experience. Jeremy Renner reveals why he had no desire to return after briefly dying in a snowplow accident. In a candid confession, Jeremy Renner recounts his brush with death, his cosmic connection, and why oxygen feels overrated. Jeremy Renner insists he wouldn't alter the severe injuries he endured in the snowplow incident. During his momentary death, he felt an overwhelming bond with love and universal energy. He came back with a deep appreciation for life's beauty. Despite his initial reluctance, everything has a crack. That's how the light gets in.